Namaste, good morning.
Namaste. Hold on.
And I'm adjusting my camera here. Yep. I'm audible, Leila?
What did you say?
Am I audible?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, can you see the whiteboard clearly?
I can hear you and I can see you.
Okay. Let me check. Today I am going to demonstrate some poses. Yes. Right over here. Okay. So we will start with the Om chant to begin. Back and spine straight, eyes closed. Take a long breath. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you so much. I hope you can see the whiteboard clearly. Yesterday we have just completed our digestive system, and today we will learn some effective yoga techniques on the organs of the digestive system. So the group of organs which makes up our body system, on those organs of the digestive system which we have learned, starting from the mouth, the pharynx, or the food pipe, or the liver, or the stomach with the intestines. So whatever are these group of organs present in our digestive system, which can lead to some disease or disorders in our body, how it can be cured by some effective techniques on all these organs of the digestive system that we will see. So we'll write down some things on the whiteboard that we will also perform, and I will also show you how to demonstrate so you can write it better, everyone, in a proper way. Just knowing the techniques from the whiteboard will not get you actually how it is done. So whenever we will practice the yoga with the right technique, so that we should know when we should breathe in while practicing certain posture, when we should breathe out while we practice certain posture, then the technique will be effective. If we will just practice the technique looking at that picture or looking at any book or how it looks or just by the name, it doesn't matter if we are not breathing properly. The way we go and the way we come back from that technique. So we will here see now. Yoga anatomy. Here, digestive system and its effective yoga technique. So some of the poses we will write first here. Always remember, this posture is not been included or may have less benefits on the organs of the digestive system, but these poses of series should be done always before we start any particular asana. So that is nothing but our warm-up series. So warm-up series is must That warm-up series is known to be as Pavan Muktasana series. I am writing here in Sanskrit. I am pronouncing it in English. So when I will pronounce it, you will write it down, everyone, on your paper. So Pavan Muktasana is the Sanskrit word here on the whiteboard for you. Series. Pavan Muktasana series. There are 3 types of Pavan Muktasana series here in the practice of traditional yoga, the classical yoga, not any ordinary style of yoga as well. So in this classical yoga type, this works on all the joints of our body. So whenever we practice any kind of asana, first we need to open up our joints or warm up or stretch some parts of our body. This is nothing but our Pavana Muktasana series. It starts with our from the toe till our neck, all the joints. So whatever the joints consider from the toe, ankle, knee, hip, fingers, wrist, elbow, shoulder, neck, all these bone joints which connects together are first we have to just release everything with our warm up. First I will just write it down. The next we will proceed with the asana for the organs of the digestive system now. Then we can proceed further here with the seated posture, that is the Vajrasana. Vakrasana, the seated abdominal twist. We'll just write it down first. Then we can also practice Ardha Matsyendrasana, the seated abdominal twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana is half. Ardha means half. Matsyendrasana is Lord of the Fish. So half Lord of the Fish pose. Very effective. Then simple. This is in a sequence. I am going to write it here for you. This is in a sequence. So here I will write Padmasana, half or full. That depends upon the practice of a yoga practitioner. So if I will write Ardha, that means half, and Purna, that means full. Is, is it visible?
Yes, I was just trying to read. It says Ardha is half and.
Yep. Ardha means half,
Okay.
and Purna means full. Padmasana in bracket I am writing. Similarly, like Ardha Matsyendrasana. So half Lord of the Fish. So these words are like Sanskrit terms, so that you will also able to know.
Okay.
Then we have the Baddha Padmasana. Padmasana is what? Lotus pose. Lotus pose. Lotus. Baddha Padmasana is the bounded lotus pose that I will demonstrate. I will demonstrate all these asanas so that you will have an idea. If we can, or if we are not able to do this asana in that sequence, we can skip certain asanas. For example, if we cannot do lotus pose, we can skip the series of lotus pose. If we cannot do this pose, we can directly jump from first pose. So this is like a small sequence. This is Baddha Padmasana. Then we have Tulasana. Also we have Kukutasana. So Tulasana is a swinging lotus pose. We have to swing in this lotus pose. This is the Kukutasana, rooster pose. Kukutasana is the rooster pose. Here the word is funny though, but you will see the demonstration afterwards after I will write. And I hope you can see this corner of the whiteboard as well. Then what else we can practice after the Uttanasana? We Uttan Padasana. Uttan Padasana, Pada Chakrasana, Uttan. This is all the Lotus series. These are the postures from the Lotus group of series. So Lotus Posture. Then Uttan Padasana, from the Uttan Padasana, we lie down on our back. And in Uttan Padasana, that means leg raises. We raise our legs up to 90 degree, 45 degree, which kind of asanas, Uttan Padasana, effect or all the effect on our core, our stomach and the intestine. So whatever the problems included like indigestion or we have constipation, that can be cured with this asanas as well. Pada Chakrasana, leg rotation. Chakra means wheel to rotate. Pada means leg rotation. Pada Sanchalan Asana. Pada Sanchalan Asana. Okay, up till here, first you note it down these 10. Then I will make it the next 10 over here. You're not audible. Did you say something?
Oh, no, I was making sure I had all the letters. It was Pada Sanchalasana, Anasana. Okay.
Yeah, Sanchalan Asana, yep, right.
I have them written, thank you.
Okay. So, on this side of this section, now we will proceed. Yeah. Number 11, I will write over here. Supta Pavan Muktasana now. This was Pavan Muktasana series. This is not a series. Pavan Mukta Asana means wind release pose. So that is Supta Pavan Muktasana means wind release pose. Then we have also Apan Asana. That I will tell you similarly with this supine wind release pose. The supta means supine. Supta supine means when we lie down on the back, or when we face our palms up, supination postures, lying on the back postures. Then we have also Jhulna, Lurakna Asana. Lurakna Asana. Jhulna Lurakna Asana is what? We have to rock and roll in this asana. So this is a sequence. After Supta Pavan Muktasana, we have Apanasana, then we have Jhulna Lurakna Asana. So we also rock and roll in this posture. That how it is done, I will demonstrate to you after a couple of minutes. These words will be just what I can say, very new words, so it will be very hard for you to understand at the moment what we are writing and what I am saying. But the concept will be clear very soon. After the Jhulna Lurakna Asana, so these are the supine postures. We also have Naukasana. in the supine series. That is the boat pose, Navkasana or Navasana. You can say Navasana. So in yoga or the Pilates, this posture name is Navasana. And in the classical yoga, this posture's name is Navkasana. So I write here Navkasana. I'm a traditional yoga practitioner, so only practice the Hatha Yoga. Here, after the Navkasana, what else we will see now? We will lie down on the abdomen. So this is the supine series. Now we could lie down on the abdomen for the prone posture. And in the prone posture, where our palms are facing down, for the asana, that is the plank pose. Falak asana, that is the plank pose. Then we can also practice Vajrasana. That is nothing but when we sit on our knees. Then we can also practice Nabhi asana. After that, we could stand up from this kneeling posture. These are the kneeling postures on the knee. We can do practice of Utkatasana, standing. Also, at the last, we can just practice Kati Chakrasana, that is just twisting. And we could rest a couple of bits in Shavasana as well, if we want. So all these postures, minimum, we have to practice for 30 seconds. There are more than I am just writing here 20. Maybe 2-3 whiteboards we may need here to write down this posture. But these 20 are enough. Lot of effect on the core to cure these diseases from our intestinal juices to work well or to make our gut healthy. So here these postures, first I will demonstrate without right over here. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. I'm gonna get water.
Just let me know because I cannot see you at the moment because I am just switching my back camera.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can see you, and these poses are all affecting our digestive system.
Yes. So what we learned till yesterday, that are the yoga techniques for the digestive system. There will be more, but these are only set for the digestive system.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
If you can see me completely, then only you tell. Okay. So now we are starting with the Padmasana series. The first one, if you will see your note. Okay. The Padmasana series is on the joint warm-up series. So in the joint warm-up series over here, what we do practice, all the warm-up movements or this side twisting movement or all the movement which are included here, right from the ankle joint or the knee joint or the hip opener, like we can move our knee up and down to open our hip joint. Just for a few breaths or a few times we can practice before we start any pose regarding So any asana, we need a certain kind of warm up. So Vakrasana, the next here, try to just warm up your body or stretch your muscles and open up your joints before the practice. The second here you written down is the Vakrasana on the whiteboard you can see, or in your notes which you have written. So in the Vakrasana, make sure you try to keep your back and spine straight whenever you will practice. For example, here always try to keep some props with you. If you have certain kind of injuries in your body and if you cannot keep your back and spine straight from the body, try to use some props here. So you can see many props here with me. Lot of injuries in my body due to the practice, but okay. Here the Vakrasana means we can keep the leg bent and we can twist. Okay,
Okay.
got it? This posture, we can also keep the leg on the opposite side and we can twist. So there are different variations for every posture. This is the variation 1, the simple basic. This is the variation 2 when we keep the leg at the opposite side. Okay? Then after the variation 2, you see this, the variation 2, then after that, if you will see in your note, that is half lord of the fish. Number 3, we can just bend this leg. Okay. When we inhale, bring the arms up, and always remember when we exhale, we twist. So you can grab the foot, look back, or keep your arm up and back and spine straight. But the whole effect will be on your side core. So this is what your half lord of the fish. Accordingly, this arm is actually on your back, but we have to keep our back and spine straight. So from person to person, we can make use of the props. Here I am making use of the small pillow under my tailbone to keep my back and spine straight from the tailbone. We should not bend here from the tailbone as well. Got these two things, Ardha Matsyendrasana and Vakrasana? Now, we have the next Padmasana, that is the lotus pose. So the series of lotus postures. Why I said that to do some warm up of the hip joints, because we cannot practice lotus pose if we have not done any joint warm up, body joints warm up, so hip openers and shoulders and everything. So here in the lotus pose, I hope you can see here. Simple, in the half lotus pose or the Ardha Padmasana, you keep the one leg on the top of the other. But in the full lotus pose, you have to keep your opposite leg as well on the top. So this is what the next of the postures we can do if we are able to do the lotus pose first. So those who cannot practice the full lotus pose first, they need to do and work on the warm-up series on the hip openers. Then they can be able to practice. So first, after the lotus, what you have written down, the next, Baddha Padmasana, right?
Yes.
So what is that Baddha Padmasana? When we lock that lotus pose. Locking lotus pose is what? So, for example, with one arm here, we have to grab the big toe. Now this posture is not being easily done from my side, but you can use this pillow or strap here to grab your foot from both the sides. So try to hold your big toes with the same hand but from behind. That posture will be helpful completely for your abdominal and the digestive juices as well. So this is what try to practice the lotus pose and trying to grab your big toes but not from here, from the behind. Then that will be your bounded lotus pose. You can use the belt as well. Simple. This asana is the perfect asana even if we are using the prop. Unless and until if we do not make any mistake in the technique, the asana is perfect. If looking in the picture from the books, if we are practicing this asana and trying to hold both the toe, big toe, just by bending our back and like forcing our body, then there it will be the wrong technique. According to our own body language only, we have to practice this asana, even if we have to use some props and the belts with us, but without a wrong technique. So back and spine should be straight here, not even bent. Knees should be grounded, and as much as we can, that posture is the perfect posture. But if we are doing the wrong technique, forcing our body just to grab the big toes, then there will be a different type of cramp or different muscle strain in another part of the body here. So similarly, after the number 5th, Baddha Padmasana, just to know the concept, I am just showing or demonstrating. We have Tulasana at number 6. Can you see and tell me, am I right?
Tulasana?
Number 6?
Number 6 is Tulasana?
Yes. So what is that Tulasana? Similarly, in the lotus pose here, we can keep the arms at the side and inhale, holding the breath in. We have to lift our body up till our elbow. And exhale, we have to keep it down. Similarly, if you will use these blocks at the side, you can see here, lifting the body up more with the blocks. So until our elbow level. So inhale, lift. Got it?
Yes.
And down. What is the next one? Can you tell me? Number 7?
Kukutasana?
Kukutasana. Okay.
The rooster.
Yeah, the rooster pose here. The Kukutasana means in the same again, the Padmasana group of series, we made a square. In that Kukutasana series, we have to, actually I need to release today some poses because been practicing after a long time. Actually, and in the morning, our body is stiff. Never like in this lockdown time, being at home, lack of practice, without a warm-up, it is very tough now. But the Kukutasana is when we bring the arms from in between our legs. So when we bring our arm from between the legs, over here, you can see.
Yes.
In the lotus pose, we have to keep the arms down and we have to lift the body up. So inhale up, exhale down. So that is what the rooster pose, the Kukutasana. Okay. We have to lift it up until our elbows level. So we have to lift it up and down. If the postures we cannot do, no problem, we have to skip. I told you before as well, any people skip and go for the next. Skip the posture and go for the next. After we release these postures, everything, then which one is the next?
Uttan Padasana?
Yes. Uttan Padasana. Are you sure you can see me completely?
Yes, I can see you now. Yeah.
Okay. So Uttan Padasana is leg raises. So we have to do with the one leg, inhale up, exhale down, minimum 10 times. With the opposite leg, inhale up, exhale down. Then with both the legs, palms facing down, inhale up and exhale, bring your legs down straight. If we cannot raise our legs up straight, we can use this belt as well. But these leg raises will make you build your core stronger. Okay? Then, what else we have the next one?
Pada Chakrasana. Chakrasana.
Chakrasana. Yes. Leg.
I can see most of you, but not necessarily. I can't see your whole left arm all the time, but I think I can tell what it should be.
You can see
your left arm gets cut off, but I think it's okay.
Yes. You no need of left arm. This one, na?
I can see it now. Yes.
Okay. No need of. Yeah. This is not used. You have to just place it on the ground facing down. Okay.
So Pada
leg raises, Pada Chakrasana, leg rotation. So you have to do the leg rotation with one leg in clockwise and anti-clockwise. So when you bring your leg in the upward rotation, that time you inhale. When you bring it in the downward rotation, that time you exhale. Okay. So inhale when your leg moves up. Exhale when it moves down. Okay. Yes or no?
So do you do 10 times 2?
Yes, 10 times minimum.
Okay.
Maximum you can do up to your capacity, but minimum 10 times for your effect. Similarly, with the right leg also you can do. Here is the wall, but you should do with both the legs. And with both the legs also together you can rotate. So inhale up, exhale down. Palms are facing down. If you cannot rotate or move your legs, or if the people who cannot move their legs, what will they do? They will use this belt. Okay? With this arm to move their legs.
Okay.
So far, all generations of the people can also practice here. The next, what is the next?
Padmasana.
That means cycling. So again, cycling, how you do the cycling of your leg? Okay. Again, in the reverse direction. So similarly, the way we go in the front, the way we should move back. This cycling, I am not doing like this fast. If you will see me very slowly, so inhale up, exhale. The more slow we will do, the more benefits on the core. Like this, I can do 100 times or more than 100 times, but no effect here. Even if I will do 100 times, least effect. But even if I will do this 5 times very slowly or 10 times, the maximum effect on the core.
Okay.
Again, with both the legs, you can do it together as well. Okay. In both the directions. Clear? What is the next?
Supta Pawana Mukkasana.
Supta Pawana Mukkasana is just bend your knees and hold like this.
Okay.
Wind release hold. Then what is the next?
Apanasana.
Apanasana is just, we should not raise our head up. Our head is down in Apanasana. This is Apanasana. What is the next?
This one is Juna Lurakana Asana. Rock and roll.
So, rock and roll here, what we do in the same posture, after holding the elbows, So in the Padmasana, we hold our elbows, and in Apanasana, we bring our head down. Yes, right? Then here, Jurna Lodaknasana, we have to move up and down. This is the rocking, and this is when we lie down completely, we have to roll side to side. Okay.
Okay.
What's the next?
Now Kasana, the boat pose.
Now Kasana, the boat pose. Here also we inhale up. Here if you will see, my back and spine is also straight, not like bended. So straight. If you cannot keep it straight, bend your knees. First try to keep your back and spine straight, then straight your legs. What is the next?
Kasana, the plank pose.
The plank pose, yeah. So you know what is the plank pose here? We are going in a sequence, if you will notice. We started with the seated postures, we lie down again on the back. Now we just turn on our abdomen. And here we can practice the plank pose for minimum 30 seconds. Okay. The next
is kneeling pose, Vajrasana.
Vajrasana is the best postures always. This is the best posture, Vajrasana. Always remember, after you eat, after a meal, we should always sit in the Vajrasana because there are marma pressure points in our calf muscles which we press with height. So these pressure points, the marma therapy is different. We have for all the systems. So these are for the digestive pressure points. On the calves, we have to sit for 15 minutes after a meal. Then we have to walk. People, what they do, just eating and then go for a walk. No, it is not a right thing. So they should always sit in Vajrasana for 15 minutes. Then they should have or go for a walk. And then they can be doing their own activities.
Okay.
The next,
Nabhyasana.
Nabhi means navel. Nabhi means navel. So when we keep the arm on the navel, we inhale, pressing the navel, we exhale. That's it. We keep the body parallel, not the forehead on the ground. We keep the body parallel here to the ground. Inhale, come back. Exhale. The next.
Utkatasana.
So from this kneeling postures, we can stand up, keeping our back straight. If you will notice, we went from the sequence without disturbing our back and spine straight. So here also we have to come back in the standing position. Right from here, taking slight distance in between, the chair pose is our Utkatasana.
Okay.
Okay.
Kati Chakrasana.
Can you see me now? The Kati Chakrasana is just, we can interlock the fingers and twist a little bit from side to side. Kati Chakrasana, we can move. Okay. Because the tension created with these asanas are in the lower back due to the abdomen as well. So we have to release the tension as well from the lower back, and the vayu or the gases which can get trapped in the lower back if we are forcing the abdomen, then they can be also released as well. Okay. Now I will be back here with the last one is Shavasana. You know that asana.
Yes.
Okay. Clear about this concept, the techniques?
What did you say?
Okay. Are the techniques clear now?
Yes,
With concept,
yes.
yes, great. We have one more student here, P. I am just seeing now, I was not able to see. P. Am I audible, P? Okay. I don't think the person is able to hear the P.
Oh.
But anyway, I will just tell P that we are here for the anatomy and physiology sessions of 200 hours, where we have just studied the effective yoga techniques for the digestive system and its organs. You will get to know all the people here after watching the recordings as well, but not directly. First, you will definitely need to study about the system. If we are not able to study about the system, or if we do not have any knowledge about the system, directly if we try to do this project, it will have a wrong effect. So have some knowledge, have some self-study, know where is your stomach, what happens in your stomach, how much time after a meal, in what poses you have to sit, how much time after a meal you can practice. Take minimum 2 hours. Then only if you had a meal, if you want to practice yoga, at least take 2 hours. Okay? Yep. Or an empty stomach, you can practice. So I hope it is clear. If there are no questions, we can end the session by chanting one Om. Okay? Or do you have any questions, Leila?
Oh, no, I have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will chant Om now. Keep your eyes closed. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you so much.
Namaste. Thank you.
Hari Om. Namaste. See you tomorrow with the new system. Thank you, Himalayan Yoga Association. End of the meeting now.